Hello everyone, good to have you all on board. It's another time with tutorial 2024. In today's tutorial, it happens to be another tutorial on the course JLS111. And basically, it happens to be the very first revision class we have in the course on this channel. For those of us who are new to the stream, let's ensure to subscribe to the channel. Let's ensure to turn on the notification bell as well. And most importantly, let's ensure to get the keynote of the course if you haven't gotten the keynote yet. How do you get the keynote? All you need to do is reach out to us on our official website, which is tutorial.net, and use the WhatsApp button as a direct message. I'll be happy to your request. With this being said, let's hop straight into this class. Okay, as the course as we have it, it says JLS 111, and basically I'm going to be taking a couple of questions. For those of us who are new to the stream, perhaps it might interest you to know that as you join this stream, it is expected of you to provide answers to questions that will be written on the whiteboard. A couple of questions will be written on the whiteboard in what we call sub-objective format. Okay, these questions will be written in sub-objective format, and by sub-objective format, we simply mean you presented with questions without options, so you are expected to provide answer to the questions. All right, and I believe you already know from the retrospective revision classes you might have been watching on this channel that when you come across questions in the exams, they are basically in two forms. All right, we have the objective, which comes with options, whereby you find a question and options. 4 options will be listed from option A to option D. You're expected to choose one to fill in the correct, right, to fill in the blank. Well, with the sub-objective questions, the sub-objective questions are questions that do not come with objectives. Basically, just the gap to fill, and you're expected to fill the gap correctly. So we'll be doing more of that in the course of this class tonight. Please and please, like I usually say, nobody's an island of knowledge. Ensure to attempt it. All right? Ensure to attempt the questions. By doing this, you get a better understanding of what you might have read in your course material. Okay. So for today, our very first question will be, the dash court of appeal is a superior court, all right, in the federation. The dash court of appeal. We have question 1. Is a superior let's just leave it there. The dash court of appeal is a superior court. So we have our first question for tonight. Court of Appeal is a superior court. Okay, let's keep the answers popping in. Wonderful. Yes, we have that as the federal. Federal. Perhaps you would notice that I used capital letter. All right, I use capital letter here because federal is more of a noun, just like the right name of a person or a place or a country. So as I'm using capital letter for that, please take note of that. Now let's take the next question. The Supreme Court is the dash authority for court matters in Nigeria. All right, for court matters in Nigeria. So we have that as question 2. Please, as you join the stream, do all to say hi, do all to say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. And also, most importantly, ensure to provide answers to questions. It's highly important. This is what makes it a revision class. Okay? Your participation. All right? Thank you, Mr. Prachan. Thank you, Prachan. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we have a question. So we have a question. The Supreme Court is the dash authority for court matters in Nigeria. Awesome, awesome. Let's keep the answers rolling in. Let's keep the answers rolling in. Yes, we have that as the final. Yes, final. Now let's take the next question. The Supreme Court was established in dash by the Constitution of the Federation. In what year was the Supreme Court established? The Supreme Court was established in dash. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, let's keep the answers popping in. Awesome. Yes, we have the correct answers. 1963. 1963. Now let's do the next couple of questions. It says journalism is the art and dash of gathering. The art and dash of gathering, selecting and processing information. Let's just stop there. It's actually a long one. Okay, thank you for joining, Mr. Prachand. Thank you for joining. Yes, we're having this exam. Students are having these exams tomorrow. So basically, we just have to do the revision today before the exam commences tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. Please do also subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't get to miss out. And are you also writing this exam? If you are still with us, please let me know if you're writing this exam tomorrow as well. Mr. Prachan. Awesome. Yes. We have that as science. Okay, let's keep the answers popping in. Let's keep the answers popping in. Yes, so we have that as science, art and science. Let's move to the next question. We have Let's take this question. The word technology does not refer to dash. The word the word technology does not refer to dash. Awesome. Mechanisms. 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 So we have question 6. Now let's take this. The invention of paper about dash years ago. The invention of paper was about dash years ago. The invention of paper was about the invention of paper was about dash years ago. Okay, let's keep the answers popping in. Let's keep the answers popping in. Okay, awesome. 1800. Wonderful. 1800. Now, this is question 7. Now, for question 7, let's take this. It says the duration of copyright for films and photographs lasts for dash years. The duration, switch this marker, the duration of copyright for films and lasts for dash years. For dash years. So we have that as that. The duration. The duration of copyright for cinematography films and photographs lasts for dash years after the first publication of the work. Awesome. Yes, that is 50. Okay, so let's take the last set of questions. Like I said, for those of us who haven't gotten the keynote of this course yet, please let's ensure to request after this class. And as it is next semester, let's ensure to join the private class early so we can cover a lot together without being under unnecessary duress. Now let's see the next one. This should be question 8. Copyright is the dash right to use materials in certain ways. Copyright is the dash right to use materials in a certain way. Yes. And we have that as exclusive. Exclusive. Okay, let's keep the answers popping in. Awesome. Exclusive. Now let's do the next question, which is question 9. Dash for news is the palette that describes the pulling force, the zeal and anxiety of journalists in the process of news gathering. Dash for news. The zeal of journalists for news gathering. We have a next question. Okay, also, let's keep the answers popping in. Yes, we have that as news. Also, time is fast spent. Let's take a few more questions before we call it a wrap for tonight. Now, let's take this. It says, Okay. Dash invented, all right, the world first mechanical television system. Dash invented television system. Dash invented the world first mechanical television system. Awesome. Yes, let's keep the answers popping in. Yes, John Logie Bird. So this is going to be JLB. John Logie Bird. So JLB. Wow, we have to stop here. Our time is fast spent. We need to get the publication for the next class to the groups just immediately. Thank you very much for everyone. Thank you very much for joining. I believe you have been able to get something in today's revision class for the course JLS. Please let's ensure to request the keynote next semester revision private class as early as you can. I wish all the best and success in exams well. Do have a wonderful evening and bye.